Friends, you are invited to join us online this Saturday evening for the 29th Annual Mexican American Bar Foundation Scholarship and Awards Gala. For more details, log on to their website at www.themabf.org. Friends, you are invited to join us online this Saturday evening for the 29th Annual Mexican American Bar Foundation Scholarship and Awards Gala. For more details, log on to their website at www.themabf.org. Friends, you are invited to join us online this Saturday evening for the 29th Annual Mexican American Bar Foundation Scholarship and Awards Gala. For more details, log on to their website at www.themabf.org. Welcome to the 2020 Mexican American Bar Foundation's 29th Annual Scholarship and Awards Gala, sponsored by Cedar Cyanide, the Mexican American Bar Foundation Endowment Fund, the Almondson Foundation, Enrique and Kathryn Holguin, and AltaMed Health Services, Edison International, Gibson, Dunn and Crutchard LLP, Lock Lord LLP, Comcast NBC Universal Telemundo, Opportune Incorporated, the Achieving American Family Foundation, Akin, Gump, Strauss, Hauer and Feld LLP, Century Housing Corporation, Latham and Watkins LLP, Sidney Austin LLP, and Southwestern Law School. A complete listing of our sponsors can be found in our tribute book online at www.themabf.org. There you will also find profiles of the scholars who will be introduced later this evening. And please remember to support this event by texting FELIZ, that's F-E-L-I-Z, to 41444. Please invite your friends, colleagues, and family to log on. Now it's our pleasure to introduce this evening's MC, actor, producer, entrepreneur, all-around good guy, and yes, he has played a lawyer on television, Mauricio Mendoza.
Good evening. Muy buenas noches. Es un placer para mí estar aquí con ustedes. That's right. My name is Mauricio Mendoza, and I am an actor. Yes, and I have also played lawyers, but I'm not quite as accomplished as some of you are. I will be the master of ceremonies tonight for the Mexican American Bar Foundation's 29th Annual Scholarship and Awards Gala. There is so much to celebrate tonight. Today, the foundation has passed the 3.3 million mark in total giving. This means, to date, the Mexican American Bar Foundation has awarded 509 scholarships to law students, plus stipends to graduates studying for the California Bar exam. No local or national organization has awarded more scholarship money to Latino law students in the entire United States. This is a tremendous achievement by any measure. Now, please join me in welcoming the president of the Mexican American Bar Foundation and the managing partner of the Los Angeles office, Lock Lord LLP, Ms. Nina Huerta.
Welcome to the Mexican American Bar Foundation's 29th Annual Gala. I've never been more proud to be part of this foundation, more grateful for the support of our sponsors, and more proud of the honorees and scholars who we will feature in today's program. Despite all of the challenges we have faced in 2020, we are gathering to award scholarships to 28 future lawyers who have each, in their own way, already overcome significant obstacles to reach the precipice of a rewarding legal career. No one has sacrificed more or worked harder than these students and their families. Despite all the events of 2020, the ongoing pandemic, quarantine, unprecedented challenges in the business and legal community, our sponsors made the decision to invest in the future of these 28 worthy law students. We would not be here without them, and we thank them. Our supporters recognize that no matter what challenges we face, investing in the future of these students and the shared goal of diversifying the legal profession remains a critical priority. In fact, our supporters recognize that Latino and Latina law students need our help now more than ever. It has never been more expensive to pursue a legal education than it is today. And our country needs a more diverse legal community now more than ever. As you know, the Mexican American Bar Foundation was formed over 29 years ago in an effort to meet the challenges of Latino and Latina law students striving to become lawyers. Latino and Latina law students have faced unique challenges and underrepresentation that we are addressing head on through the foundation's support, mentorship, and exposure to leaders in the legal community like you. Unfortunately, the presence of Latino lawyers in the courtroom and the boardroom still remains the exception and not the rule. The American Bar Association projects, as of July 2020, that Latino and Latina lawyers still only make up about 5% of the legal community. While some progress has been made, we have a long way to go. Our profession needs to reflect the community that it serves. We cannot allow institutional and economic barriers to prevent young people from pursuing their dreams. Our legal profession can only reach its true potential when it is available to people who come from every walk of life. Latino law students, even those who continue to live in poverty, have shown that they're smart enough to enter law school and pass the bar. But is it truly equal opportunity if these young people come out of law school with a $300,000 debt burden on their shoulders? Well, that is where the foundation comes in. From dreamers to kids who grew up in the projects to children of farm workers and single moms, we want to ease that burden by providing financial and moral support for these young people. The foundation depends entirely on your support to fulfill its mission. It is a nonprofit organization run entirely by volunteer lawyers and judges who have full-time jobs, families, and who are active in the community. Our 43 trustees run the gamut, from lawyers at large law firms to lawyers in solo practice to lawyers working in-house at major companies and several distinguished judges. But despite our remarkably diverse board, what each of us has in common is our unwavering support to the law students who are following in our footsteps. The foundation would not exist without the dedication of our trustees. It has operated for 29 years with minimal overhead. It has no offices. It has no permanent staff or expense accounts. There are no frills other than this annual celebration. As a result of such measures, once we pay for this gala, over 90 cents of every dollar collected is dedicated to scholarships and stipends, as well as our endowment. We look forward with great anticipation to the days ahead when foundation scholars stand well represented in the legal community. From what we can tell, they are well on their way. Our past scholars have entered every phase of law practice. They can be found at large and small law firms, in in-house legal departments, public interest foundations, district attorney and public defender offices, in solo practices, and in the United States Congress, to name a few. In addition to celebrating the success of the 28 law students receiving scholarships today, we also celebrate and honor the achievements of our honorees, Elizabeth Atlee, Professor Christopher David Ruiz Cameron, and Oprah Toon. The stories of these trailblazers will demonstrate to our scholars what is possible through hard work and perseverance. When our scholars wake up tomorrow, they will remember what is possible and that everyone who came together to make the celebration possible is rooting for their success.
And now the reason we are here this evening. Awarding scholarships to outstanding law students. The scholars we are presenting make up an incredibly talented group. They were chosen on the basis of outstanding academic achievement, demonstrated commitment to community service, hardships overcome, leadership qualities, and financial need. Eligibility is limited to students in good standing who are attending law schools accredited by the American Bar Association in Los Angeles and Orange counties. The scholarship committee, co-chaired by Judge Shelley Torrealba and Maria Ramirez, received numerous applications and personally interviewed over 70 candidates. In the end, they recommended awarding scholarships to 28 law students. First, we will present the scholarship named after special relationships with the Mexican American Bar Foundation.
My name is Versi Willard. I'm the Executive Director of the USC Latino Alumni Association, and it is my pleasure to share that for many years, the Mexican American Bar Foundation has partnered with us to fund and award a scholarship to a deserving student at the USC Gould School of Law. It is my pleasure to share that this year's recipient is Christopher Pineda. Christopher grew up in a humble Salvadoran household in South Los Angeles, and he earned a degree from Brown University in 2016, where he majored in public policy and American institutions. He's currently a rising second-year law student at the USC Gould School of Law and co-president of the First Generation Professional Student Group and a member of the Latino Law Student Association. Christopher spent some time this past summer at HBO as a legal and labor relations intern, confirming his desire to break barriers as a Latino professional in the entertainment and legal industries. Please join me in congratulating Christopher. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Steven Espinoza, and I'm a Loyola Law School alum, and also a two-time recipient of the Mexican American Bar Foundation Scholarship back in 1994 and 1995. I am pleased to announce that this year, for the third year in a row, both the foundation and my office have partnered to fund and award a scholarship to a very deserving Loyola Law School student who has committed her career to immigration law. This year, the 2020 Steven Espinoza Immigration Scholar is Nancy Landaverde, who will graduate with her class in 2021. Nancy is a daughter of Salvadoran immigrants who fled the Civil War and did everything possible to ensure that their daughters grew up empowered to take on the world. It is because of her family that Nancy is working with to become an immigration attorney that will serve the very community that will help her thrive. At Loyola Law School, Nancy has participated at the Loyola Immigration and Justice Clinic, the Hispanic Bar Association Moot Court team, and served on the Immigration Law Society Board. This summer, Nancy has clerked with the Public Counsel's Immigration Rights Project, where she gained direct experience in direct services and immigration federal litigation. Once again, congratulations, Nancy, and thank you for your commitment to our immigrant community.
Welcome. I am Leonard Torrealba, President of Latino Prosecutors Foundation, and a trustee with the Mexican American Bar Foundation. I am pleased to announce that for the 12th year in a row, the Mexican American Bar Foundation has partnered with Latino Prosecutors Foundation and Latino Prosecutors Association to fund and award a scholarship to a law student interested in a career in criminal prosecution. Acknowledging the important role played by prosecutors in the administration of justice, the Latino Prosecutors Foundation strives to enhance the diversity and balance in the profession. This year, the 2020 Latino Prosecutors Foundation Scholar is Jasmine Chavez. Jasmine obtained her bachelor's degree from the University of California, Berkeley. She overcame significant obstacles, held 2 jobs, supported her daughter and grandmother, and has succeeded as a law student at Southwestern. She has also served as a member of the Teen Court Program, Children's Rights Clinic, and the Trial Advocacy Honors Program. She also has interned at the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Family Violence Division and hopes to one day become a Deputy District Attorney. Jasmine is a role model for her daughter and all Latinos and Latinos who dare to dream. Jasmine, follow your dreams. Congratulations, we're very proud of you.
Next, we will spotlight our platinum sponsors, law firms and corporations that each donated at least $10,000 to support this event. Their generosity is very much appreciated.
I am Steve English.
And I'm Molly Munger.
We are husband and wife lawyers and co-trustees of the Achieving America Family Foundation. We're proud to have devoted a considerable part of our careers to the promotion of equality in our communities, particularly the legal community, which we believe to be a key anchor and defining characteristic of our country. This work is also the mission of the Achieving America Family Foundation, and we are delighted to support the Mexican American Bar Foundation in its mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education.
This year, in collaboration with Mexican American Bar Foundation, we are excited to award a scholarship to an amazing student. The 2020 Achieving America Family Foundation Scholar is Brendan Nafarate, who will graduate with the class of 2021 from Southwestern Law School. Brendan was raised by immigrant grandparents, and they inspired him in his chosen work. He first went to Cal Poly Pomona, graduated, and while there, he helped immigrant families with their family law and other legal problems. This gave him a taste of helping others through working in complicated systems, and he decided to be a lawyer. He's followed through on the reason he went into this work. He is serving his community by volunteering with the Los Angeles County Public Defender's Office, with the Community Lawyering Clinic, and the National Lawyers Guild Immigration Committee. Over the summer, he interned with the Executive Office of the Immigration Review in Northern Virginia.
Once again, congratulations to Brendan. We wish you much success.
Congratulations, Brendan.
Hi, I'm Marissa Ramon Griffith. I'm a partner in the Los Angeles office of Akin Gump and also a proud trustee of the Mexican American Bar Foundation. Akin Gump is pleased once again to sponsor MABAF's annual Scholarship and Awards Gala. While the gala may be virtual this year, MABAF's ability to enhance the diversity of the legal profession continues. This year's Akin Gump Scholar is Sophia Pedroza. Sophia is a 3L at UCLA Law. Born and raised in Southern California, Sophia is a fierce advocate for first-generation students, especially students of color. With a master's degree in sociology from UC Irvine, she is a strong advocate for centering the experiences of women of color in law and in academia. We at Akin Gump are so proud of Sophia's many accomplishments, and we're certain she has a bright legal career ahead of her. Congratulations, Sophia.
Hello, my name is Ron Griffith, and I am the president and CEO of Century Housing. Century is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to finance, develop, and operate exceptional affordable housing throughout California. On behalf of our board of directors, our entire staff, we are incredibly proud to support the Mexican American Bar Foundation in its mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education. This year, in collaboration with the MABF, we are excited to award a scholarship to an amazing student. The 2020 Century Housing Scholarship is Eric Jimenez Rodriguez, who will graduate with the class of 2021 from UCI Irvine School of Law. Eric migrated to the United States from Mexico when he was 6 years old. He channels the adversity that he and his family faced as undocumented immigrants into his advocacy. As a member of the UCI Law Immigrant Rights Council, Eric has helped secure the release of individual immigration detentions facing COVID-19 risk. This summer, Eric is interning with the law firm of Hetzel, Stormer, Rednick & Dye, LLP, where he has continued to secure the release of incarcerated individuals detained at LA County Jail who are also facing COVID-19 risk. Eric is a student leader at the Latina Flex Law Student Association and serves as a MABA co-vice chair for UCI Law. On a personal note, Eric, I also attended law school on a scholarship, and I am extremely pleased to give thanks to those who helped me by helping you as a member of the next generation of mission-driven lawyers. Congratulations, Eric. I look forward to welcoming you to the bar next year.
I'm Ana de Santiago Ayon. At Latham and Watkins, we are deeply committed to advancing diversity, inclusion, and equity in the legal profession. That's why we are proud to support the Mexican American Bar Foundation in its shared mission of enhancing the diversity of the profession through education. This year, in collaboration with MABIF, we are excited to award a scholarship to an amazing student. The 2020 Latham and Watkins Scholar is Doris Rocio Alvarez Reyes, who will graduate in the Loyola Law School class of 2021. Doris was raised by a hardworking single mother. She's a first-generation college graduate with a bachelor's in political economy and legal studies from UC Berkeley. Before law school, Doris worked as an immigration paralegal. Last year, Doris served as a judicial extern to the Honorable Richard L. Fruin and participated in the State Income Tax Clinic at Loyola Law, where she assisted taxpayers with their administrative appeals. As a 3L at Loyola Law, Doris serves as Chief Research Editor for the Loyola of Los Angeles Entertainment Law Review. And this past summer, Doris was a summer associate at Perkins Coie. Once again, congratulations to Doris. We look forward to your swearing-in ceremony.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marisol Ramirez. I am a trustee of the Mexican American Bar Foundation and an attorney at Sidley Austin, LLP. Here at Sidley, we are proud to support the Mexican American Bar Foundation in its mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education. This year, in collaboration with MABA, we are excited to award a scholarship to an amazing student. The 2020 Sidley Austin LLP Scholar is Idalmis Vaquero, who will graduate with the class of 2021 from UCLA School of Law. Idalmis Vaquero's motivation to attend law school stems from her experience living in Boyle Heights next to industry and heavy truck traffic. She plans to use her law degree to advance environmental justice for her community and other Black and Latinx communities in Los Angeles. She is a first-generation college graduate with a BA in Environmental Studies from Wellesley College. Prior to law school, Idalmis was a litigation assistant at Earth Justice's Los Angeles office. During law school, Idalmis served as a student delegate at the United Nations COP25 in Madrid, Spain, following climate negotiations. She has externed at Communities for a Better Environment, the Center for Biological Diversity, and East Yard Communities for Environmental Justice. Once again, congratulations to Idalmis. You have a bright future ahead of you.
Hi everyone, I'm Susan Prager, Dean and CEO of Southwestern Law School, one of the nation's most diverse law schools. Tonight is always pure pleasure, all thanks to the great work of the Mexican American Bar Foundation and the excellence of all of the students who will be honored tonight. But for Southwestern, this year's program is all the more special, and that is because our professor, Christopher David Ruiz Cameron, will be honored tonight. Honored for his tremendous work in behalf of this program of helping students. For those of us who know him, Chris is something of a force of nature. He manages to create a culture of support for students and their goals, but at the same time demands a lot from them. Most often, those of us who experience this phenomenon, from students to old-timers, step up our game in response. Tonight is also special, though, because we're going to be honoring these individual students of such accomplishment. And it's my honor to introduce one of them to you now. Paulina Nunez was chosen by the foundation to become the Southwestern Law School Scholar. She chose our 2-year program, where students do the work that it takes most of us 3 years to do in only 2 years. Our scale dean says of Paulina, without drama or any fanfare, Paulina quietly excels. She brings with her an incredible character, an integrity, and a seriousness to all that she does. Paulina has been a full-time extern with the Los Angeles County DA's office. She's earned academic honors as a Dean's Merit Scholar and a teaching assistant chosen by 2 different members of the faculty, one in evidence and one in jurisdiction. And despite her demanding academic schedule, Paulina has done considerable pro bono service, including the Small Claims Clinic through Southwestern, the LA Libraries Expungement Clinic, and the Teen Court Program. We're so proud of Paulina and the 9 other Southwestern students who are being honored this year, totaling more than any other law school is receiving. We so thank all of you who make these scholarships possible, and I know that we all look forward to seeing the work that these students will do in the decades to come.
Tonight's co-sponsors are law firms and corporations that each donated at least $15,000 to support this evening. Again, their generosity is greatly appreciated.
I am Zoila Escobar, Senior Vice President and Chief Administrative Officer at AltaMed and the President of the AltaMed Foundation. Here at AltaMed, I am dedicated to leveling off disparities in healthcare and recognize that there are disparities in other sectors of our community, such as in the law. As such, we are proud to join forces with the Mexican American Bar Foundation in their mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education. We would like to commend our very own Enrique, General Counsel of AltaMed, who serves as a trustee for the MABF, and for devoting his time and energy to our Latino community. This year, in collaboration with the MABF, we are pleased to award scholarships to 2 exceptional Latino law students. The 2020 Enrique A. Holguin AltaMed Health Services scholars are Elisa Josefina Ronquillo from Loyola Law School and Andy de la Cruz from Southwestern Law School. They both will graduate with the class of 2022. Elisa is a second-generation Mexican American and her family's greatest inspiration. Her grandparents immigrated from Mexico with little formal education, but full of grit and hope. Her parents stressed the importance of an education and provided her with opportunities they never had. After graduation from Scripps College, Elisa worked in a non-for-profit as an employment counselor, and then she transitioned to recruiting in the private sector. Elisa most recently completed an externship for the Honorable Ronald S. Liu and looks forward to participating in the Loyola Collateral Consequence of Conviction Justice Program this fall. Elisa is the first in her family to attend law school. Andy was raised by Mexican immigrant parents and is the first in his family to attend law school. After earning his bachelor's degree in political science from UCLA in 2017, Andy worked in the non-for-profit agency Neighborhoods Legal Services. It was during this time that he realized the tremendous impact he could have as an attorney. Andy was selected as the 2020 recipient of the MABA Federal Judicial Externship Program, an extern with Chief Judge Philip S. Gutierrez during his first summer in law school. As a rising second-year student, Andy is motivated to help increase representation in areas of the law where Latinos are historically underrepresented. We are very proud of both Elisa and Andy and applaud them for their commitment to our Latino community.
I am Michael Montoya, a trustee with the Mexican American Bar Foundation and a member of the Edison International family. Edison International is one of the nation's largest electric utility holding companies, providing clean and reliable energy and energy services through its independent companies. We are strong advocates in the power of partnerships, and I am proud of Edison's long-standing support for the Mexican American Bar Foundation and the work we do together. This year's Edison International scholars are Gabriela Marisa Rodriguez from USC Gould School of Law and Kyla Magana from Southwestern Law School. They will both graduate with the class of 2021. Gabriella's passion for becoming an attorney began when she noticed that many attorneys did not look like her. As the first in her family to attend law school, she is committed to bringing diversity to the field. She looks forward to becoming a mentor and resource for other law students. Gabriella received her BA in sociology from UCLA and is interested in pursuing employment litigation. At USC, Gabriella is involved in the Latino Law Students Association, Women's Law Association, the Southern California Review of Law and Social Justice, and the Mediation Clinic. Kyla is a proud daughter of Salvadoran and Honduran immigrants. Kyla credits her desire to pursue civil rights law to her parents, whose struggles motivated her to become a resource for the community. Kyla received a BA in political science from UCLA, and she is now a 3L at Southwestern. Last summer, Kyla had the opportunity to extern for the Honorable S. James Otero as part of MABA's Federal Judicial Externship Program. This past summer, Kyla clerked at the California Attorney General's office and hopes to someday work there or with a public interest nonprofit. We are immensely proud of both Gabriella and Kyla and look forward to when they become members of the California State Bar. Congratulations on being this year's Edison International Scholars.
My name is Miguel Loza. I am a senior associate with the firm of Gibson, Dunn & Crutcher and a trustee for the Mexican American Bar Foundation. At Gibson Dunn, we believe strongly in the foundation's mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education, and we strive every day to change the profession, our country, and our world in positive and meaningful ways. This year, in collaboration with the foundation, we are very, very excited to award scholarships to 2 exceptional Latinx law students. The 2020 Gibson, Dunn & Crutcher Scholars are Stephanie Sandoval from Loyola Law School's class of 2022, and Ivana Bustamante from USC Gould School of Law's class of 2021. Stephanie was born in Tijuana, Mexico, and moved to San Diego when she was 13. Her passion for practicing law comes from her family's struggle in pursuing legal immigration status. Now at 2L Loyola Law School, she serves on the executive board for La Raza de Loyola and the National Lawyers Guild. This summer, Stephanie was a summer associate at Holguin and a scholar with the Leadership Council on Legal Diversity. This fall, Stephanie will extern for the Honorable Dolly G. Stephanie strives to empower young Latinx individuals pursuing higher education as a mentor and active advocate. Ivana is a first-generation Peruvian American, and her inspiration to become an attorney comes from her awareness of the great sacrifices her parents made in leaving Peru to build a life in this country. After graduating from Cal State Fullerton with a BA in Business Administration, Ivana went on to attend USC Law School. During law school, Ivana has been an active member of the Latino Law Students Association and Outlaw. This summer, we were proud to have Ivana as a summer associate at Gibson Dunn. After law school, Ivana hopes to use her position to empower vulnerable communities and amplify the voices of the Latino community at large. Stephanie and Ivana, congratulations once again on being selected 2020 MABA Scholars.
Hello, my name is Paulette Brown, and I'm a senior partner and chief diversity and inclusion officer at Locke Lord LLP. I am a lawyer based in the Princeton, New Jersey office, so I am happy to bring you greetings from New Jersey. I'm also pleased to let you know that I am the past president of the National Bar Association, and I am also the past president of the American Bar Association. And I had the distinctive honor of serving as the first woman of color to be president of the American Bar Association in its 137-year history. That is relevant for me to say to you today because I did not know any lawyers growing up. And I know that sometimes you have to see it to know that you can be it. One scholar is Abraham Braun, and the other one is Ariel Wilbur. They both attend Southwestern Law School, and both of them have made significant achievements, even though they're not yet lawyers. And I'd like to tell you a little bit more about them and why Locke Lord is so thrilled to be able to present these scholarships to them. First, I want to tell you about Abraham. And both of them are rock stars, so you shouldn't pay much attention to how long their biographies are because they're just so both fabulous. Abraham is a first-generation college graduate, and he has a BA in economics and Spanish from Tufts University, and he's a former immigration paralegal. In law school, he externed at the Los Angeles Immigration Court, where I am sure his services were so needed. He volunteers at Arturo Ladro and is a part of Southwestern's appellate litigation clinic, where he is litigating an immigration case before the Ninth Circuit. How many people get an opportunity to do that? Most lawyers don't get an opportunity to do that. So how wonderful is that? He is currently pursuing a JD and an MBA dual degree with the Drucker School of Management. Well, it's no surprise that he's doing that since he got a dual undergraduate degree in both economics and Spanish. So I guess we should have expected that. And so he's looking for a career in human rights, civil and appellate litigation. Abraham serves as Southwestern Student Bar President. He's also co-president to their Latino Law Students Association, and he is an editor of their law review. I wonder what he does in his spare time. Next, I want to tell you about Ariel. She was raised in a hardworking Mexican African-American household. Ariel strove to set an example for her 3 younger siblings. She worked as a judicial intern throughout high school and college for 5 summers at the Stanley Mosque Courthouse. That inspired her to go to law school and to pursue a career in law. She was able to watch up close firsthand how she'd be able to be of service to others. She is currently a rising 3L at Southwestern Law School, and after volunteering at an expungement clinic last summer, she became extremely interested in criminal law. And knowing how stellar these 2 students are, it is such an honor and a real privilege to award these Locke Award scholarships.
Good evening. We hope you're enjoying the event. My name is Jaime Rodriguez, and I'm Vice President, Business and Legal Affairs in Global Distribution at NBC Universal. Comcast and NBC Universal believe in the value of diversity at all levels. Diversity, equity, and inclusion are a top priority and ingrained in all of our businesses. We are very happy to continue supporting the Mexican American Bar Foundation's mission of enhancing diversity in the legal profession. This year, in collaboration with the Foundation, we are delighted to award 2 scholarships to 2 exceptional Latino law students. The 2020 Comcast NBC Universal Telemundo Entertainment Law Scholars are Gabriela Perez from Loyola Law School, class of 2022, and Rosemary Catalina Tamayo from Southwestern Law School, class of 2021. Now a little bit about our scholars. Gabriela grew up in the sister cities of Calico, California and Mexicali, Mexico. This transnational experience is a big reason why she pursued higher education. She received a BA in political science from UCLA in 2017 and is now a 2L at Loyola Law School and is interested in pursuing a career in entertainment law. She also serves as co-admission and retention chair for the La Raza de Loyola, co-chair for the National Lawyers Guild, co-advocacy chair for Outlaw, and is a staffer with the Entertainment Law Review. This summer, she externed for a federal judge in the Southern District of California. Rosemary was born in Miami, Florida, and raised in Colombia by a single mother. She is the first in her family to graduate high school and graduated cum laude with a BA in psychology from UCLA. Rosemary's perseverance led her to be a California Change Lawyer Scholar, last year's Comcast NBC Universal Telemundo Entertainment Law Scholar, and an HMBA Intellectual Property Institute Scholar. She is a rising 3L and is interested in pursuing corporate and entertainment law. Most recently, she finished a summer position at Donaldson and Calif. Rosemary strives to be a role model for young Latinas interested in pursuing law. Gabriela and Rosemary, felicidades again on being selected as the 2020 Comcast NBC Universal Telemundo Entertainment Law Scholar.
Opportune is proud to support the Foundation's mission of promoting diversity of the legal profession. This year, not only are we honored to be recognized for our commitment to the Latino community, but also to be able to present scholarships to 2 outstanding Latino law students. This year's Opportune Inc. scholars are Diana Hernandez from Loyola Law School and Carmen Izquierdo Oliva from Pepperdine Caruso School of Law. They will both graduate class of 2021. Diana was born in Guanajuato, Mexico, and immigrated to the United States at age 14. After graduating from UC Santa Barbara with majors in psychology, sociology, and Latin American and Iberian studies, she was motivated to pursue a career fighting for the rights of underserved communities. During law school, she has volunteered with nonprofit organizations in the areas of education law, consumer protection, healthcare, and disability law. Carmen was raised by immigrant parents. As the youngest of 5, she was the first in her family to attend college and earned a BA from Pepperdine in 2015. As a 3L, she is the National Latinx Law Student Association Treasurer and past president, National Lawyers Guild Secretary, trial team member, and Law Review Literary Citation Editor. We are immensely proud of both Diana and Carmen and look forward to seeing them both accomplish their dreams of becoming an attorney. Suerte.
Good evening. I'm Jesse Jauregui, Vice President of the Mexican American Bar Foundation. Pleased to present this year's Amundsen Foundation Scholars. Before I do so, though, I would like to thank our honorary trustee and friend Stephen Isla, former General Counsel of Northrop Grumman and a trustee of the Amundsen Foundation. Because of the Amundsen Foundation's commitment to the community and to the Mexican American Bar Foundation in particular, the Foundation is able to award 2 scholarships to deserving Latino law students. The 2020 Amundsen Foundation scholars are Mayra Lopez from UC Irvine School of Law and Celine Estrada Villela from Loyola Law School. Mayra grew up in a working-class immigrant neighborhood in Southeast Los Angeles. She received her BA in History from UC Riverside and her Master's in History from San Diego State. Afterward, Mayra worked as a legal investigator and researcher for the ACLU in San Diego and designed a U.S.-Mexico border investigations program. She helped establish the San Diego Migrant Family Shelter and assisted in challenging the administration's practice of separating families at the border. Mayra is a rising 2L at UC Irvine Law School and plans to work on immigrant rights and border issues after law school. Celine is a second-year evening student and the proud daughter of immigrant parents from Mexico and Guatemala. At 17, Celine left her hometown in the Central Coast to attend UCLA and pursue a degree in international development and sociology. Celine continued her studies at the UCLA Luskin School of Public Affairs, where she earned a master's degree in social welfare. Since 2015, Celine has been a social worker with the dependency system. This fall, Celine will participate in Loyola's Civil Rights Litigation Practicum, which includes an externship with a premier civil rights organization. Congratulations to this year's Amundsen Foundation scholars, and a big thank you to Stephen Islas and the Amundsen Foundation.
Finally, our foundation sponsors donated at least $25,000 to support this event. Thank you to Cedars-Sinai and the Mexican American Bar Foundation Endowment Fund for their generous support. And I dare all of you tonight to say, the Mexican American Bar Foundation Endowment Fund. Say it, and don't forget to text and give us some of that happy money.
On behalf of our foundation partner, Cedars-Sinai, I'm pleased to present the 2020 Cedars-Sinai Scholars. But first, I would like to thank our honorary trustee and friend, Art Ochoa. Art is an accomplished executive, attorney, and civil leader. Art, as Senior Vice President of Advancement and Chief Advancement Officer, leads Cedars-Sinai's external relations. We thank him and everyone at Cedars-Sinai for their commitment to our community. Because of their generosity, the Mexican American Bar Foundation is able to award a Cedars-Sinai scholarship to 3 Latino law students. This year, The 2020 Cedars-Sinai Scholars are Sharon Patricia Ramirez from Loyola Law School, Anthony Salvador Perez from UC Irvine School of Law, and Kimberly Hernandez from the Southwestern Law School. A little bit about each. As a child of undocumented immigrants from Guatemala, Sharon was instilled with the desire to pursue higher education and stand up for her community. Now a third year at Loyola, she serves as the president of the Loyola La Raza Law Student Association and co-lead coordinator of the Young Lawyers Program. She also serves as a clinical student at the Loyola Juvenile Justice Clinic, representing children and adolescents in the dependency court system. Sharon is also a clerk for the Kathryn law firm, working on sexual assault, personal injury, and wrongful death matters. She aspires to be a public defender and civil litigator. Anthony is a third-year student at UC Irvine School of Law. He is the son of Mexican immigrants from Sinaloa and Jalisco. Anthony studied Spanish and Portuguese literature at Middlebury College. In law school, Anthony has externed for 2 federal judges, the Honorable Rosella Oliver from the Central District of California and the Honorable Kim Wardlaw from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. This past summer, Anthony was a law clerk for Alshire and Winder, a municipal law firm that specializes, a private law firm that specializes in municipal law. Prior to law school, he worked for Public Counsel's Immigrants' Rights Project. Kimberly is a first-generation college graduate raised by a single mother in Sylmar, California. Before graduating from UCSB with a double major in Chicano Studies and Feminist Studies, Kimberly volunteered at St. George Family Youth Center, where she tutored and mentored youth ages 6 to 17, and is happy to report that she has seen many of those pursue a higher education. At UCSB, Kimberly also partook in a 13-hour sit-in protest in a fight against sexual assault, and from there she realized her passion to advocate for as a runner under the Honorable Dean Pragerson for the Central District of California, and she is currently Secretary of the Tax Law Society and Vice President of the Women's Law Association. Kimberly wants to become a civil rights attorney with a focus on women's rights and family law. She hopes to become a role model for Latinos who come from low-income and at-risk neighborhoods and be the example que si se puede. Congratulations to this year's Cedars-Sinai Foundation Scholars, and a big thank you to Art Ochoa and Cedars-Sinai.
Bienvenidos a todos. I am Fernando Aenge Rocha, former president of the Mexican American Bar Foundation, current chair of its endowment fund, and presently serving as a judge on the Los Angeles Superior Court. The endowment fund was created in 2015 for the purpose of promoting and serving the foundation's core mission, the awarding of scholarships to qualified Latino law students by providing a stable source of perpetual financial support. The endowment's assets, approximately $1.2 million today, are managed by Neuberger Berman, a financial advisory firm. This year, the endowment will award over $29,000 to the foundation's scholarship fund, the largest gift in the endowment's history. The endowment, of course, would not exist without the generosity of our sponsors, who have selflessly supported the mission of this foundation since 1991. They are listed on our website and deserve to be thanked. Tonight, the foundation's endowment fund has the privilege of awarding 2 scholarships. I'm delighted to announce that the 2020 Endowment Fund Scholars are Megan Lorraine Willis of Southwestern Law School and Christopher A. Galliano of UCLA School of Law, who will both graduate with the class of 2021. Megan is a first-generation college graduate. She has devoted herself to advocating for victims of crime, and her dream is to prosecute crimes against children. Before starting law school, Megan was a state-certified rape crisis counselor and volunteered as an on-call rape crisis hotline advocate. As a law student, Megan's volunteerism has included assisting veterans, helping families going through divorce and separation, advocating for children's rights, and counseling low-income taxpayers who avail themselves of Southwestern Law School's Income Tax Assistance Clinic. Megan is also the co-vice president of the Latino Law Students Association, competitions chair for the Trial Advocacy Honors Program, and is currently a paid intern and law clerk with the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. Christopher's path to law school began on account of his family's victimization at the hands of an unscrupulous notario who preyed on low-income immigrants. After graduating from the University of California, Irvine, Christopher worked as a legislative advocate with the California Immigrant Policy Center in Sacramento. Christopher is a rising 3L, enrolled in the Public Interest Law and Policy and Critical Race Studies program at UCLA School of Law. While at UCLA, Christopher has served as an intern with the National Day Labor Organizing Network, volunteered with BASTA Inc., externed for United States District Judge Philip S. Gutierrez, and served as recruitment chair for the Latinx Law Students Association. This summer, Christopher is serving as a legal fellow at the UCLA Voting Rights Project. On behalf of my fellow trustees, please join me in congratulating Megan and Christopher for earning this scholarship and for all they have achieved to date. We look forward to all they will accomplish as practicing attorneys and leaders in our community. Felicidades y adiós.
Congratulations to all this year's scholars. Once again, we are reminding you that we're accepting donations as we speak to help us support the Foundation's efforts of increasing the representation of Latinos in the legal profession. Y si necesitan que se los diga en español, aquí todavía estamos aceptando donaciones. Entonces, saquen ese teléfono, hagan un texto al 44, no, ya se me olvidó el número, pero no se les olvide. Each year, the Foundation recognizes outstanding individuals and corporate leaders who have made important contributions to the advancement of our community in general, and Latinos in particular. We celebrate their contributions and thank them for opening the doors of opportunity for the next generation. This year, the Mexican American Bar Foundation is acknowledging outstanding efforts in 3 categories: professional achievement, legacy, and community impact. To present the Professional Achievement Award is Mexican American Bar Foundation trustee, my friend, Eduardo Martorell, founding partner of the law firm Martorell Law, APC.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eduardo Martorell. I'm the Vice President of Fundraising for the Mexican American Bar Foundation and also its Gala Chair. And I'm here tonight to present the Professional Achievement Award. This is an award we bestow upon a person that personifies our mission at MABF. This award is given to someone that has achieved a high level of excellence within their profession that we can all admire and our scholars can aspire to replicate, a role model. This year's Professional Achievement Award recipient is Elizabeth Adley at CBRE. A little bit about why we chose her. First, she is Latina. Her mom is from Mexico City and she spent summers there growing up and worked a few summers in Acapulco. Next, her professional achievement. CBRE is a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange. Stock ticker CBRE for those keeping score at home. It's a Fortune 500 and S&P 500 company, and in case you don't know, it's the world's largest commercial real estate services and investment firm. The company has more than 90,000 employees and serves real estate investors and occupiers through approximately 480 offices worldwide. It's headquartered in Los Angeles, and within this corporate behemoth stands one Liz Atley. She is an attorney that climbed the corporate ladder all the way to Senior Vice President, Deputy General Counsel, and Chief Ethics and Compliance Officer. Yet, that is all her current job title. How many of us would wish to even have one of those roles at a company like CBRE, huh? She reached this lofty post after putting in 9 years at the company by helping manage CBRE's litigation worldwide. She led the litigation department, all the while reporting to business and senior management. And lest you think all her success came suddenly, I'll have you know she went to Yale for undergrad and then went to USC Law School, which some might say is the best law school in the entire world. I might be biased because I went there too. Anyways, is this boss lady stuff or what? Without further ado, I present to you this year's recipient of our Professional Achievement Award, Elizabeth Atley.
Hello all. Well, I'm so sad we cannot all be together celebrating in honor of the Mexican American Bar Foundation, the 28 students who are receiving their scholarships, and my fellow recipients. I understand and appreciate the importance of staying home. And to be honest, I have really enjoyed the found time with my adult kids, having outrageous dinner conversations, bouts of Foursquare or Horse, and loving support in times of frustration with this pandemic. So, since we're not dressing up and getting together in person, I thought I'd dress up for this virtual event. I'm honored and humbled to receive the Professional Achievement Award this year. I've worked hard all of my life, struggling to try to be the best at whatever I'm doing, and sometimes succeeding. When I was younger, envisioning who I would be or what I would be like was influenced by my two personas. One, a white kid, middle class in San Bernardino, and the other, a white American kid in Mexico City. In either environment, I never felt uncomfortable, excluded, or denied. It was just the opposite. I was always welcome, listened to, and even respected. You're probably catching on by now. I'm white, whether I like it or not, and wherever I am. And I'm privileged because of it. That is why it's been and continues to be important for me to participate in programs that try to level the playing field. I am currently serving on the board of directors for Hispanas Organized for Political Equality. HOPE provides the intelligence and know-how for Latinas, primarily in California, but nationally and internationally, to identify, support, and lobby for causes important to our community. I also serve as the executive sponsor for CBRE's Hispanic networking group called HOLA. There, I use my voice with our executives to push for real diversity in our corporation. And I am proud to say I was one of the people involved in CBRE's response to BLM and racial injustice movements. I also helped write a global racial misconduct policy for our employees. I embrace my Mexican heritage and culture, and I have raised my kids to love and appreciate their roots. But that is not enough. And that's why I want to thank the sponsors of the event at hand. The Mexican American Bar Foundation has been making the playing field level for many years. Our event sponsors are helping to make the difference. I am touched by the law firms and individuals who didn't hesitate to support this award, and by CBRE, who sponsored the event and applauded my participation. Your dollars this year are going to the Mexican American Bar Foundation and their scholars directly. And you didn't even have to dress up. In light of today's uncertainty and precarious political and social climate, your sponsorship is vital. Thank you.
To present the Legacy Award is Mexican American Bar Foundation Honorary Trustee Art Ochoa, Senior Vice President and Chief Advancement Officer at Cedars-Sinai.
It is a special pleasure
to introduce this year's Legacy Award winner. An image popped into my head when I learned that Chris was getting this award. I pictured Chris standing with all the Latino lawyers he has taught, mentored, and empowered over the years. It's a very large group. And then in that picture, I imagine those people were surrounded by all of the people they've helped. It's not only a big group, it's a huge group. And in fact, it's an entire community. Now add to that Chris's decades-long involvement with our organization. His level of dedication over this long period of time has been unparalleled. Chris has toiled diligently, and so much of that work has been behind the scenes, often without the broader recognition he deserves. He has, at some critical times over these many years, been the de facto, and if not always the de jure leader of our scholarship selection committee, our board recruitment efforts, and of this very event itself. This is, of course, to say nothing of his day job, where he has been a leading scholar and law professor for so many years. So it is indeed a special pleasure to introduce this year's Legacy Award winner, because his legacy is all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, my colleague and my good friend, Chris Cameron.
I'm so pleased to accept the Legacy Award from the Mexican American Bar Foundation on the occasion of our annual Scholarship and Awards Gala. For the past 23 years, my involvement with the foundation has been my privilege because it's also been my passion. Few things in my academic career have been more important or satisfying than supporting the success of Latinx students. 30 years ago, when I first started teaching at Southwestern Law School, only a tiny fraction of our student body was Hispanic. In those days, the typical size of a daytime section of an entering class was 120 students. In the fall semester, when I taught Civil Procedure 1, perhaps a handful of those students would identify as Latinx. And inevitably, by the end of the spring semester and Civil Procedure 2, I would have lost half of them. I lost them due to lack of support from an institution whose students, faculty, and staff didn't look like them. I lost them due to cultural pressures from parents who said it was time to get married and find a real job, mijo, or mija, as the case may be. And I lost them due to lack of money to finance their education. Today, the typical size of a daytime section of Civil Procedure is just 80 students. We became a smaller and more intimate law school by design, but at least 20 of these 80 students now identify as Latinx. In fact, over 25% of our student body is of Hispanic heritage. This figure places us near the top of law schools in the nation. Last year, the magazine Hispanic Outlook on Education rated Southwestern number 6 in the nation on its list of top law schools for Hispanic students. Of course, the legal profession still has a long way to go in producing enough Latinx lawyers to match our numbers throughout the rest of society. But in Southern California, the progress made so far by Southwestern and other law schools is due in no small measure to the supporting role of the Mexican American Bar Foundation. The foundation awards more scholarships to Latinx students in California than any nonprofit that isn't a college or university. And so I have a message for the law students who have benefited in the past, who are benefiting in the present, and who will benefit in the future from scholarships awarded by the foundation. I want to urge you to pay it forward, and I want to let you know whom to thank as you do so. Thanks are due to the spirit of people like my dean, Susan Prager of Southwestern Law School, who supported you no matter which law school you actually attended. Thanks are due to the generosity of people like my colleagues on the Board of Trustees of Century Housing Corporation, which develops, finances, and manages low and moderate income housing throughout California. Thanks are due to the dedication of my colleagues on the Foundation's Board of Trustees and their ability to tap the resources of like-minded folks in big law firms, corporate law departments, and endowments to fund your scholarships. Thanks are due to all of my terrific colleagues at MABF, but a few of them have been especially dear to me over the years. My especially dear colleagues include current and former trustees Bob Duran, Patty Higuera, Fernando Allende Rocha, Nina Huerta, Jesse Hautegui, Alicia Villarreal, Maria Hall, Michelle Flores, and Shelley and Leonard Torrealba.
These dear colleagues also include longtime friends of the foundation who are associated with Southwestern Law School, such as Karen Aguilar, one of our former scholars, Janet Nalbandian, Jay Chavkin, Isabel Gunning, Melanie Barrios, Alma Paz, Mitzi Vitella, Sylvia Villalpando, Kim Harris, and so many others. And these dear colleagues include members of the Foundation's Honorary Board of Trustees, Art Ochoa, Andrea Orden, and of course, the late Harry Pregerson of the United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit. No single person has had a greater impact on my career or on the fortunes of MABF than Judge Pregerson. Without hesitation, Harry wielded his influence, his family resources, his passion for the Latinx community, and above all, his good name to help you. Everyone knows that federal judges aren't supposed to do any of these things, at least not while they're active members of the bench. But that never stopped Harry. When Harry was with you, he was with you all the way. During his lifetime, Harry raised more than $100,000 from his family and friends to support our foundation. And they continue to support you with thousands of dollars today. So scholars, don't forget the name Harry Pregerson. Remember him every time you approach the interchange bearing his name where the Century 105 freeway meets the Harbor 110 freeway. Harry paved the way for you just as surely as he paved the way for commuters on the Century freeway, even if none of you ever met him. In closing, I want to dedicate this legacy award to the important Mexican Americans in my life, including my grandparents, the late Frank and Rosemary Ruiz, my mother, Sylvia Ruiz Cameron, my children, Alejandra, Andres, y Samantha, my sister, Dre, my fiancé and partner, Linda Quesada, my compadre, Dean Kevin Johnson of UC Davis School of Law, my Nina, Claudine Ayeti, and finally, all the members of the Cameron Ruiz family who responded to my call to support MABF over these years. Muchísimas gracias a todos por su apoyo.
Finally, to present the Community Impact Award is Mexican American Bar Foundation trustee Victor de la Cruz, partner at the law firm of Manat, Phelps, and Phillips.
Good evening. I'm Victor de la Cruz from the law firm of Manat, Phelps, and Phillips. It's my honor to introduce Opportune, this year's Community Impact Award recipient. In 2018, Opportune was named one of Time Magazine's 50 Genius Companies in recognition of its offering a more responsible alternative to payday lenders and having helped hundreds of thousands of customers establish credit scores. And it's not just Opportune's business model that has been transformative to Latino communities. Their everyday corporate practices have been too, like their funding today of 2 scholarships, for which we are incredibly grateful. Here on behalf of Opportune, my college classmate, client, and good friend, Alejandra Velasquez.
Hello, my name is Alejandra Velasquez, and as the Senior Director of Public Affairs at Opportune, it's an honor for me to accept the Community Impact Award on behalf of the company. Opportune leads with a mission of supporting low to moderate income families and communities, many of whom are Latino, with access to responsible and affordable financial products that help establish and build credit. We all know that in this country, credit history and a credit score can dictate social mobility. Without it, you can't rent an apartment or apply to certain jobs, much less have the opportunity to buy a home. This is a major issue that plays into disparities in wealth building for communities of color. In its 15-year history and through its more than 300 retail locations across 9 states, Opportune has helped almost 1 million people establish a credit score. These are hardworking individuals who were once shut out of the mainstream financial market, who now have the possibility of a better financial future. Opportune is committed to helping communities thrive, especially during this time when low-income people of color have been most impacted by the COVID-19 crisis. Opportune was quick to roll out a variety of emergency hardship programs to help our customers manage the financial uncertainties resulting from the pandemic. It's also a personal source of pride for me to know these efforts are championed by our CEO, Raul Vasquez, a first-generation Latino from El Paso. We at Opportune are also incredibly proud of our growing investment in addressing inequities in our society by supporting initiatives that bolster access to higher education, deliver financial learning and empowerment programs, and promote civic engagement. This has included efforts to expand census outreach and voter registration in the communities we serve. And recently, making Election Day a paid day off for employees. Opportune is grateful to be recognized for our community impact and efforts to use our platform to improve communities. But most importantly, this award is meaningful to us because at Opportune, we genuinely value the critical role of education as a means of advancement. This has been especially true for me. As a first-generation American raised in a poor family in East LA, a proud graduate of Garfield High School, access to higher education has opened doors for me in life that were unthinkable for my immigrant parents. And my law degree, specifically, prepared me to rise to leadership positions where I can advocate on behalf of under-resourced communities. I know that for many of you, this journey has not been easy, but I encourage you to keep going. The legal field needs your resilience, tenacity, and perspective. And we as a society need your leadership and passion. I encourage you to find mentors. It's important to have mirrors and windows in your life. Mentors who mirror your background and lived experiences, who can guide you through unique challenges, but also find mentors who serve as windows, who expose you to new ideas, ways of doing things, and possibilities. And finally, just as the Mexican American Bar Foundation and its supporters invest in you today, I encourage you to use your education and legal expertise to give back to your community, to someone in need, or to a future law student following in your footsteps. Opportune wishes all the scholarship recipients much success, and a big thank you to the Mexican American Bar Foundation for the recognition and allowing us to be a part of this special event. Thank you.
So I know if we all had the opportunity to be together, we would be applauding each other. Estuviéramos juntos aplaudiendo y celebrando este momento tan importante para toda nuestra gente latina. I want to congratulate you from my part and raise a glass to you. Aquí, salud para todos. On behalf of the Mexican American Bar Foundation, myself, congratulations to all of tonight's honorees and scholars. Thank you to the event sponsors and everyone who has made this year's virtual gala possible. Remember, acuérdense, to text to donate challenge is still open. Text the word feliz to the number 41444 and donate. In Spanish is 41444. Before we end the celebration, we have this special message from our scholarship recipients. My friends, be well, be safe, and thank you for spending this time with us. Buenas noches y que descansen.
Hi, my name is Kayla Magana. I'm a rising 3L at Southwestern Law School, and I hope to one day work in a public interest nonprofit or at the Attorney General's office. I want to thank you for believing that my desire to help others through my career is worthy of sponsoring. I also want to thank you for supporting the Mexican American Bar Foundation because it's organizations like these that are extremely valuable to the Latino community. The Mexican American Bar Foundation is helping students to accomplish their dreams, and through your support, you're also helping me achieve my dreams. So thank you.
My name is Nancy Landaverde. I am a third-year student at Loyola Law School pursuing a career in immigration law. I am so honored to have been selected as a scholar, and I thank you for your generosity and support.
Hi, my name is Idalmis Vaquero. I'm a rising 3L at UCLA School of Law, and I'm interested in pursuing environmental justice law. Thank you to the Mexican American Bar Foundation for this generous support and for allowing me to pursue a legal education.
My name is Jasmine Chavez. I am a 4L at Southwestern Law School. I hope to become a district attorney. And on behalf of myself and my daughter, thank you so much to the Mexican American Bar Foundation and all the sponsors. Your recognition, your support, and your generosity means so much to us. Thank you.
My name is Brendan Nafarrate, and I'm a third-year law student at Southwestern Law School. I plan to pursue a career in immigration law. I am thankful to the Mexican American Bar Foundation and its sponsors for providing me this incredible scholarship and cannot wait to put it to good use. Thank you.
My name is Sofia Pedrosa. I'm a 3L at UCLA Law, and I'm interested in a career in reproductive justice. Thank you so much for the support you have given me.
My name is Eric Jimenez Rodriguez. I'm a third-year law student at UC Irvine School of Law and interested in pursuing a career in which I represent our most vulnerable populations in civil rights, employment, and immigration issues. Thank you, Mexican American Bar Foundation.
Hi, my name is Doris Alvarez Reyes. I'm a rising 3L at Loyola Law School, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in civil litigation. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for this incredible recognition and for your generous support. I am truly grateful for this opportunity, so thank you so much.
My name is Paulina Nunez. I am a second-year law student in a 2-year accelerated program at Southwestern Law School. I hope to one day become a prosecutor for Ventura County. Thank you so much for this recognition and your generous support.
Hi, my name is Elisa Ronquillo. I'm a second-year student at Loyola Law School, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in labor and employment or general litigation. Thank you so much for this recognition and your generous support as I pursue my dreams.
My name is Andy de la Cruz, and I am a 2L at Southwestern Law School. I am interested in the areas of intellectual property, immigration, and civil litigation. I am so honored to be selected as a Mexican American Bar Foundation Scholar for this year. Thank you so much for all your contributions.
My name is Gabriela Rodriguez. I'm a third year at USC, and I'm interested in pursuing labor and employment law. Thank you to everyone for sponsoring this.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Sandoval, and I'm a second-year law student at Loyola Law School of Los Angeles, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in litigation. Thank you so much for this recognition and your generous support. Muchas gracias.
My name is Ivana Bustamante. I'm a rising 3L at USC Law and interested in pursuing a career in corporate law. Thank you so much for your kindness and for this recognition.
Hi, I'm Abe Brand, and I'm a rising 3L at Southwestern Law School. I'm interested in pursuing a career in human rights, appellate, and civil litigation. And I just wanted to say thank you for investing in me. As a first-generation college and law student, your donations really mean a lot to me and my family, so thank you.
My name is Ariel Wilbur, and I'm a rising third-year student at Southwestern Law School. I'm interested in pursuing a career in criminal law. I'm so grateful and feel so blessed to have been recognized by the Mexican American Bar Foundation with this scholarship. Community support is what motivates students like me and keeps us going, so thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Gabriela Perez, and I'm a second-year at Loyola Law School. I'm interested in a career in entertainment law. Thank you so much for your recognition and your generous support.
Hi, my name is Chris Pineda, and I'm a rising 2L at USC Gould School of Law, and I'm pursuing a career in entertainment law. And I really just wanted to thank the Mexican American Bar Foundation for supporting my dreams. It's greatly appreciated.
Hi, my name is Rosemary Tamayo, and I'm a 3L at Southwestern Law School. I want to thank MALBEF for this wonderful scholarship. It really allows people like me, Latinas, to envision ourselves as powerful and empowering people in the legal field. Thank you once again.
My name is Diana Hernandez. I am a rising 3L at Loyola Law School, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in civil rights law and disability law. I would like to thank you for your generosity in allowing me to pursue my lifelong dream of becoming an attorney. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Myra Lopez. I'm a second-year law school student at UC Irvine School of Law. I'm planning on working on immigrant rights issues as well as border issues once I'm done with law school. I just want to say thank you so much for the funds, for the recognition, and yeah, gracias.
Hi, my name is Anthony Perez. I'm a third-year law student at UC Irvine School of Law, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in impact litigation. Thank you so much for your support in this journey to becoming an attorney. I greatly appreciate it.
My name is Selena Estrada Villela, and I'm a second-year evening student at Loyola Law School. I'm interested in pursuing a career in public interest. Thank you again for selecting me as a scholarship recipient this year.
My name is Sharon Ramirez. I'm a third-year student at Loyola Law School.
I'll be pursuing a career in civil litigation and criminal defense. And really, thank you so much for this incredible honor. I'm deeply appreciative of your support towards my dreams in pursuing a legal career and uplifting my community.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Hernandez. I am a second-year law student at Southwestern Law School. I'm interested in pursuing a career in family law or employment law, and I am so thankful for this recognition and so grateful for all your support.
My name is Christopher Galeano, and I'm a third year at the UCLA School of Law, currently studying to become a movement lawyer in the Antelope Valley in order to work with the Latino community. I just wanted to tell you thank you so much for your generous support and investment in my law school education. Thank you.
My name is Megan Willis. I am a rising 3L at Southwestern Law School. My dream is to prosecute crimes against children, and I want to send my most sincere thank you to everybody who made this possible. Thank you so much.
My name is Carmen Izquierdo Oliva. I am a third-year law student at Pepperdine Caruso Law, and I'm interested in pursuing a career that will allow me to give back to the immigrant community through pro bono opportunities. Muchas gracias por este reconocimiento y por su apoyo tan generoso.
Thank you.
Champagne. Now let's make sure.
Hello.
I'm going to do what I do with all my gifts, which is pass them on to them. Fantastic.
2020 Legacy Award.
Very nice.
For David Reed Cameron. There we go. For being, yes, that's congratulations and a